Now I am continuing with my session. In the previous session I have told you about the acids and properties of acid. Now the next property of acid begins from here, that acid react with metal oxide and it will form salt and water. Now you can see in the example, if some metal oxide react with acid, it will form salt and water. For example, if we react copper oxide, listen, copper oxide with hydrochloric acid, it will form copper chloride plus water. It resembles the example with metal oxide. When react with acid, it will form the salt copper chloride and water H2O. Now, the next property will be the corrosive nature of an acids. You all know the acids have an corrosive nature because when acids dissolve in water, they dissociates and produce H plus ions. For example, if we dissociate HCl, it will dissociate into H plus and Cl minus. You can see it here. HCl get dissociated in H plus and Cl minus. But hydrogen ions do not exist as H plus ions alone, but when they attach themselves to the molecule of water, they form hydronium ion, that is called as 3O plus ions. For example, you can see this H plus ion when attached to water molecule, they will form as 3O plus hydronium ions. On the basis of this, we can show you a experiment to show that all compounds containing hydrogen are not acids. I have shown you one setup here. There is a one beaker having dilute HCl solution. As you all know, HCl is a strong acid and there is a connection cork. Two iron nails are fitted on a cork and attached to a switch, battery and a bulb. And there is a solution of hydrochloric acid, a dilute hydrochloric acid. And there is another setup where I have taken the glucose solution. As you all know, the glucose is a weak acid. Now, when we switch on the current, what will happen? HCl dissociates into H plus and Cl minus ion and react with the water molecules in the solution and form hydronium ions. So, electricity should be conduct in this and the bulb will start glowing. So, we can say that HCl dissociate into H plus ions. It is a strong acid, so the bulb starts glowing. But in another setup, I have taken the glucose. It should not dissociate into H plus ions, so there is a no conduction of electricity in the setup when we switch on the current and the bulb does not glow. So we can say the all compounds containing hydrogen are not acids. Now another activity for identify this. We have taken three test tubes, 1, 2 and 3. Now in first test tube we have taken the mixture of NaCl and hydrogen sulfate. When this mixture contain, there is a production of HCl gas. In the second step, what we will do in this test tube, when there is a production of HCl gas, we will put dry blue litmus paper here. So when HCl react with dry blue litmus paper, there will be a no change in color of the litmus paper because there is a dry blue litmus paper. But when we put a wet blue litmus paper on this HCl gas, HCl when dissociate into H plus ion get attached to the water molecules of the wet blue litmus paper and form this type of hydronium ion and turns the red in color. The blue color of litmus paper turns in red color. So it is proved then SH plus do not exist alone. When it is attached to H2O, when it is attached to H2O, it forms H3O plus, that means hydronium ion, which is helpful in the conduction of electricity.